Today, my friends, today was a fun day, man. It started all yesterday, but yeah, we'll talk about it today. It was a very, very fun day. Sometimes, like these Bitcoin maxis, man, they are something else. They are really something else. But anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we look at market performance. We look at market performance. Well, for the past 24 hours, you already know, right? I told you, Trumpicious magicians, man. Trump, man. That's my man right there. He knows how to do stuff. All right. After that, we will check out prices in details. Just a quick overview of that. And right after that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But before that, guys, the fear is real. I can tell you, man, the fear is real. How much fear people have on Kaspa is like, I don't even know how to describe this. I don't know. It is so ridiculously huge that you don't even know where to start. Okay? The whole thing started, okay? All I did, like, so you guys know, for many months now, I have been calling out these Bitcoin maxis left and right. Whoever that wants to challenge me, come on. To the point that we got a time that I put an idea on X. I said, okay, I do not like a situation where people just come and comment and you can't look at their faces. No, man. Let's have a civilized debate. You understand? Me, you guys already know, I don't hide it. I'm a maxi, Kaspa maxi, over Bitcoin, okay? When it comes to investments. And there's a lot of people out there that seems to think I'm wrong. And I was like, yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but how about you come on my channel, or let's find a common ground. Let's debate. Let's see who is wrong and who is not wrong, right? Let's do that. And nobody showed up. Next thing I know, there was this guy that organized that debate with 2 different people. I was pissed off because, hey, that was my idea. Hey, at least you should have at least called me into that, because I have a lot. I would love one day to sit with Da Vinci or Michael Saylor or whoever it is. Okay, the biggest Bitcoin bull out there. I would love to sit with them so that they can tell me, why do they always think Bitcoin is better than Kaspa, right? So yeah, I put a tweet out there. Okay, let me show you. This is what started everything. This is this is what started everything. This tweet right here. Okay, this one I say, I was told yesterday Kaspa will never go above 0.2 over 20 cents ever. And I said, boy, does that sound familiar. Someone said so about BTC too. Now here we are years later. So I heard that yesterday and I got more bags ready to fill up. I got more bags to fill up with Kaspa. So what happened is, like, I guess it got the attention of the Bitcoin maxi. When he got the attention of him, he put on this. This is his reply. He said, Caspians still stuck in 2009 degen era. Okay, sad to see so many who will complete. Yeah, man, who will complete the role of Rex City Mayor. Thanks for looking out for. So when he said this, I replied and I said, okay, I'm more confused than 10 seconds ago. Can anyone please explain this? Thank you. That's what I said. So The whole chicken coop went belly up. the whole chicken coop went belly up. Okay, so what happened? Like it's a long thread. You can go and read all the replies and answers and everything that was going on there. And when he came up with it, the whole thing started playing in my head again. First, they will fight you. Second, they will deny you. And then the inevitable truth will come out. And once they figure out that you've been right all this time, they will join you. And these steps, I'm trying to cut them short. If we could at least have a civilized debate about whether Kaspa or Bitcoin, which is better. I will give you my own opinions. Why? You give me your opinions why you think Bitcoin is better, and then let the public decide. That's how simple it is. But yet, one thing I noticed about Bitcoin maxis is that when they figure out that they cannot win an argument, no matter how they put it, they figure out they can't win an argument, guess what? They start to insult, they start to use bad languages, they have to... I was just having fun, man. I was having fun. Because this guy started from Kaspa's shitcoin. And I said the same thing. I asked, okay, prove it to me with facts. I'm not talking about you just blowing smoke off my ass. No, prove it to me with facts. We ended up from Kaspa versus Bitcoin. We went to the genocide in Nigeria and then North Korea. We circle around China. We circle around China, went into my portfolio, ended up in my Bitcoin holding. Anything else he could think about, he was throwing it out there, except the one thing that matters, which was Kaspa versus Bitcoin. Which one is better? That is the only thing that I wanted to debate about. Not anything. It went, all these circles talk about Jews, talk about Israel, talk about this, Muslims, and this and that. And I was like, dude, you are wasting your time and my time. The only thing that matters here is, again, so simple. Kaspa versus Bitcoin. Which one is better? That's what that matters to me. Let's debate. But the guy kept going left and right, blah, blah, blah. Oh, my goodness. It is so obvious, guys, when I tell you I am so bullish on Kaspa, it's not even funny. When it comes to the point that you start getting these Bitcoin maxis that can't even tell left from right anymore, they are so shoved into Bitcoin's ass that they cannot even see anything. They can't see it. The world, I mean, if you go from the beginning, man has always evolved. It has always evolved. And it's always been something new comes out, modifies the old one, and life better for everybody. Right? Just the financial sector alone. We're not going to look at the entire world. The financial sector alone, look at it. We went from trade by barter, which was, hey, I have 1 goat and you have 10 chicken. We exchange. Excuse me. Right? I have 1 cow and you have 10 goats. We exchange. Trade by barter. And then precious metals started coming in. People were trading, okay, 1 ounce of gold equals to 10 of your chickens. Or maybe 2 ounces of gold equals to 1 cow, or things like that, right? Until we started figuring out, like, listen, if I wanted to buy something big, I cannot be dragging this heavy ass gold everywhere, right? Then the IOU started. No. We went to silver. Silver was a little bit more, not that heavy. Silver coins. We started with that. And then people figured out again, if I want to buy something huge, I cannot be carrying all this weight around. Guess what? We evolved again, right? You take your silver to the bank, and the bank give you some paper that says I have this much silver. Now you can go to whoever you want to buy stuff from. You give them the paper, they give you whatever they want, and then whatever you want, and then when those guys want their silver, they just go to the bank with that IOU and cash out to the silver with the silver. You see? All of a sudden, evolution started again, right? Each country had their own paper, which they can go to their own bank and use. Until one day, somebody at the White House, you already know who it is, said, to hell with this. Standard is no longer gold. It's going to be the US dollar, right? Financial system changed again. You see? So yeah, the only reason I'm telling you this is because these Bitcoin maxis, they refuse to see where everything is going. When Bitcoin came out, I have been pointing it out here, okay, so many times. We look at the original Satoshi white paper. What does it say? Peer-to-peer electronic money. You don't have to wait for the bank to give you the okay to send your money or whatever you want to do. All I have to do, if I want to send you $10 million, I have Bitcoin worth $10 million, send it to you, you get it, and then you can either swap it back to the fiat or do whatever you want to do with it, right? But when we start looking at Bitcoin in that aspect, did it succeed? Nope. He did not succeed, right? Bitcoin failed so woefully at being money. It failed. So again, now you see people, like for example, if you look at human psychology, okay, human psychology, everybody will want to have it. When something is good, everybody will always want to have it, right? How many of you remembers in the 90s those radio cassettes, you know, we used to carry on the shoulders, you know, you feel like you are the king of the hood. How many of you remember those? See how everybody always wanted to have it, right? You remember the pagers, way before the cell phones. Remember the pagers, right? Pagers came out, everybody wanted a pager. Cell phones came out, they were huge, but they were better than a pager. Guess what? Everybody wanted a cell phone. The same thing I'm telling you with Bitcoin. Those of them who knew what Bitcoin was, they started piling up on it. Okay? The only thing they knew, they thought that the supply was limited. There was limited supply. The government could not control it. And guess what? It was going to go up in value. What nobody knew was the underlying faults that Bitcoin has. That's what nobody knew. It was okay when we were still like $1 to $200 billion market cap. There were not too many transactions done on it, right? Therefore, network could scale, even though it wasn't as good as it should, it could scale and transactions could go fine. What nobody thought about was, what if the entire world adopts Bitcoin? What would happen? And we had a very big test of it, 2017. 2017, everybody and their grandmama started discovering Bitcoin, right? People started buying it like it was going out of style. That's when you saw Bitcoin go from what, 2,000 or 3,000, whatever that was, all the way up to $20,000. But what happened? Network congestion, right? I do remember trading Bitcoin on Coinbase. Trust me, 48 hours for a trade to close. And what does that mean? Bitcoin could not scale. It could not. To try to solve that issue, they came up with Lightning Network. Lightning Network, and then you guys know exactly where it is today. I guess that thing came in and said hello and goodbye, because nobody uses Lightning Network. It's so complicated to use. Oh, you have to hold this, and I have to hold that, and you have to do this, and so many hoops around it that defeats the purpose of Satoshi Nakamoto's white paper about Bitcoin, right? But the important part of it is not that. The important part of it is that you and I, we are looking to go from zero to a millionaire status. I was lucky enough to discover Bitcoin under $10,000. Okay, I was very lucky to discover Bitcoin. And so what did I do? 401k out, buy my Bitcoin and hold it. Not for the sake of the tech. Nope. I give a crap about whatever tech Bitcoin has. Not for the sake of being scaled. No, not that. The reason why I bought and hold Bitcoin is because I know human psychology. Everybody and their grandmama. I knew everybody and their grandmama was going to flock in and they was going to try to get Bitcoin. I knew. Like I said, it happened with the pagers to cell phones. It happened with the radios. You guys remember the Walkman, right? Now you don't have to carry a huge Walkman. Now you have a little CD, a huge radio. Now you have a little CD with a Walkman. You can go around with it, right? It happened to that. So many examples. And I knew sooner than later, people are going to FOMO into Bitcoin. And that FOMO is still going on today. It's still going on. Okay, until, I'm telling you, once Kaspa goes mainstream, when it happens, yep. So yeah, I bought it at $3,000. A lot of you are asking why not sell it. No, I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to wait because that thing is going to run. It's going to keep on running till probably $500,000 or even close to $1 million. Okay, it's gonna. That's why I'm holding it. Once it gets to the point I see, okay, the sentiment is no longer the way it was. People are starting, you mentioned Bitcoin, people look at it and go, yeah, whatever. That time is when I am going to get rid of it. Now, you come to the next one, Kaspa. Timing is the best. Man, I can't speak today. Excuse me. Timing is everything when it comes to investment. Timing. What do I mean by that? Right now, Kaspa is at 8 cents. People are still thinking it's not worth it. Again, those of us who bought it below a cent, we are looking at them and laughing about it, right? Even though me, I'm still buying. I started buying Kaspa when it was less than a cent. 0.001 or something like that. I started buying it and I still buy it today because I know where Kaspa is going. Timing is the best thing you can ever have when it comes to an investment. Okay, so looking at it now, imagine Bitcoin back in 2009 or 2010. That is the same thing that is happening to Kaspa right now. Now people are beginning to discover, like, okay, Bitcoin cannot scale. What else can scale? Kaspa. Bitcoin security with all the proof of stake scalability and the speed to it. Guess what? Kaspa. And another thing, where is the financial sector going? Everybody's complaining about the government printing money, right? Kaspa is a fixed supply. Fixed supply. And everybody else talking about it, they will tell you, yeah, Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that, store of value. Like I was having that debate today with this guy. And my next question was going to be, can you please point what page? what page in the white paper Satoshi wrote, what page can I find this store of value? Where? Because they know it's not there. They know it's a smoke screen. That's what it is. Since it fell at being money that Satoshi designed it for, it fell at that. And they know, like, a bunch of them, at least I got 30. If it starts to go down, as long as it's not back to $3,000, I'm good. I can sell it even at $50,000. I'm still good. I'm still in profits, right? But a bunch of them, like Michael Saylor, for example, Da Vinci, there's a bunch of them out there. Kruger, they all bought Bitcoin in thousands. In thousands. So it is in their own interest to try to find something, somehow, somewhere, to push Bitcoin. And that's another reason why I am still holding it, because I know those guys, they are going to do whatever it takes to push it. Because Michael Saylor was still buying so many Bitcoins at the prices of what, 100,000? It is in his own interest to try to make people, governments or whatever, believe that Bitcoin is going to $10 million. But again, like I said, most people will begin to see through that facade as soon as Kaspa starts to show this ugly face. You understand? Right now, it has started already. A couple months ago, everybody that was crying about it, oh, look at price, look at this, blah, blah, blah. And I was telling you, give it a rest. Wait, because once smart contracts go live, the journey begins. You understand? Kaspa, we have 3 stages of smart contracts. Kasplex, which has already gone live, and you can see the effect. Look at the effect that Kasplex is creating. We first started with 60 million transaction in 24 hours. Right now, Kaspa is clocking 160 million transactions in 24 hours. Let that sink in. 160 million in 24 hours. That is the amount of transactions that Bitcoin achieved in 1 year. Kaspa does that in 1 day. It has started, right? Total value lock. This is what, the 5th, the 6th? Total value lock has already started to climb. TVL right now is close to what, $1 million, $2 million, whatever that is. I didn't check it again this morning, but it has started to climb. And that is just the first stage of smart contracts. Eager Lab is on testnet. It is about to go live, and you will see. And the icing of the cake is going to be VProx. Once VProx go live, Kaspa's smart contract capabilities will be 100% full, 100% active. And I tell you, from Kasplex to the VProx, whenever the smart contracts go live, it usually takes, for you to see the effect, it usually takes 6 months, 4 to 6 months or something like that. Kaspa, it has already started. Look at the hash rate. Look at the number of nodes. See, it has started. And these Bitcoin maxis, they know this. They know they are going to try to push it there. They are going to try everything else. But those of you with some sense, y'all know this is the time you do not want anybody to tell you different. Look at all my thumbnails. Like I said, hey, you are free to do whatever you want with your money. For me, $10. I believe Kaspa is going to $10. The shortest time ever. Somebody else has also come out there saying that now Kaspa will be the first asset to achieve $1 trillion in 6 years. See? Which means my $10 looks like 1 cent, because at $1 trillion, you are putting Kaspa at $40 per coin. And now people don't believe him. And the funny thing is that everybody else who is not believing him is not paying attention. Because one, KEF, KI, and all those people, if you look at what they are trying to put on chain using Kaspa, those are $1 trillion industries. $1 trillion put on Kaspa. And once that happens, yep, you are going to figure it out. I hope you do that before it's too late. Before it's too late. Yeah, they will tell you different. My portfolio is diversified. Okay, I do have Bitcoin, I do have gold, silver, stocks, diversified. And I know everybody keep asking, yeah, why don't you swap your Bitcoin to this? So what's going to be next? You're going to ask me to swap my stocks to Kaspa too, or my gold to Kaspa too? It's called diversification. I hold things that I know they are going to help me get into that millionaire status. And as time goes by, we'll start getting rid of them one by one. One by one. Therefore, don't sit there, don't listen to these Bitcoin maxis. I'm telling you, they want to use you for exit liquidity. That's the simplest thing ever. Because if you do the math, Bitcoin is sitting at $123,000 right now. The same example I've always given you guys. Let's assume you only have $10,000. You take that $10,000 right now, you put it in Bitcoin. Okay, let's do the little exercise. We got time. Let's see. Calculator. And excuse me. Let's go look for my Chrome. Okay, Bitcoin. Right now, $125,000, let's say approximately, right? $125,000. Let's say you got $10,000 divided by $125,000. This is what you get. 0.0. Oh my God, this is the funniest thing ever. This is what you get. 0.08, right? Let's say things play out the way I think they will, because I'm telling you, 140 to 160,000. Let's take the biggest one, which is 160,000 times $160,000. You are going to make only $12,000 if you take your initial investment out, which is $10,000, meaning you only made $2,800 in profit. Now, my friends, is this something you will consider as life-changing money? Is it? See? This is what the maxes are not showing you. This is what they are not talking about. They want you to invest, pump the price, they exit, and most people will be waiting for that big green candle. Oh, $200,000, $300,000. Even so, use your common sense, my friend. Use your common sense. Okay, look. Let's just say I am wrong and Bitcoin is going to go to $300,000. Okay? 24,000. That's what you will make. So your profits will be $14,000. So is that life-changing money? Is it? Is it life-changing money? you see what I mean? It's not. Because in this channel, we are looking for things that will take us from zero to a millionaire status. Now, look at Kaspa. Look at Kaspa. Okay, let's go look for King, the King itself, KAS. Here, let's see what's the price. 7807. Okay, 7807. Now, 7807. You have $10,000. You put it into 0.07807, right? This is how many coins you get. 128,000 coins. Let's be bearish, like the guy was saying. No, it will never go to 20 cents. let's go to all-time high. 0.2. Look at that. At 20 cents, you have already made what you would have made if Bitcoin goes to if Bitcoin goes to $300,000, you have already made $15,000. See? At 20 cents. If we're talking about 50 cents, you have already made $54,000 in profit. Let that sink in. Let it sink with the tech that everybody knows. Kaspa is better tech. Kaspa is better than Bitcoin. And you want to tell me you don't believe it could hit at least, let's say, a minimum of $2. Okay, at $2, you've made $246,000 in profit, because we're taking away the $10,000 of investment, right? You've made $246,000 in profit. What? I mean, this is why a lot of people don't seem to understand. They don't seem to. But hey, my own price, like I'm telling you, I believe Kaspa is a $10 coin. And if you look at it, $10, $1.2 million. No two ways about it. 1.2. Let that sink in. Look at that. $1.2 million. The potential is there. What do I want to tell you? Kaspa has more potential to make you that money versus Bitcoin or any other thing else. That's what it has. So yeah, you can cash out at 20 cents, you can cash out at $1, you can cash out whenever you want to. Me, $10 is my price target. The only thing I'm going to be closing are going to be my leverage positions, because those I have no choice but to close them. Right? So yeah, you start playing with the logic, start thinking about things the right way. Generational wealth is not on Bitcoin if you was not early enough. That is what it is. Generational wealth is on Kaspa, because at these prices, you are way early, and the signs have started. TVL picking up, transaction volumes picking up, things are happening, nodes picking up. Before you know it, it will be complete. The ecosystem is going to be hooked there. I don't mind waiting 6 months for me to see Kaspa to a $5 or to a $3 or whatever, because no matter what price it goes, between $1 and $5, I am still going to make more money than what I would have made investing in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin goes to $300,000. You have to understand it. I told you yesterday, to become a multi-millionaire is never easy. You are going to find people like the guy I was talking to. You are going to find people who are going to try to disencourage you, who are going to try to put you down, who are going to say anything, just to walk you away from that money. It's like somebody who was digging for gold, and all he has left is this little tiny wall, and then gives up. That's what it is. You've been holding Kaspa for 2 years, and once smart contracts are in, ecosystem is about to go kaboom, like belly up, that is when you quit. That's exactly what you're about to do. Yeah, if you know any Bitcoin maxis out there, tell them, I'm waiting. Enough of the nonsense, I'm waiting. Let's prove that, I'm telling you, Kaspa, no matter what you look at, tech, Kaspa is better. Investment-wise, Kaspa is better. Multipliers, Kaspa is better. And I'm telling you, time is going to come when we are going to be out there, Kaspa being $1 or $2 trillion. You are going to hear it. Don't say I didn't tell you. You are going to hear it. Kaspa is a store of value. You will hear it. Watch out for it. You will hear it, okay? So anyways, guys, that is not just the only thing. They don't want to understand it. When you talk about mining, I've been telling you guys here, Bitcoin mining is not sustainable. It's not. Right now, yeah, we can still make money with it, but it's not sustainable, because guess what? Equipment goes more and more expensive as the year go by. The rewards are going down. Next thing you're going to see is that not everybody is going to be able to afford to mine Bitcoin, because it's not worth it. They use too much electricity, and before you know it, the mining will become centralized. That's what will be. Only big people like Mara Digital and all those people that are going to be able to mine it. See? Because again, if the rewards finish, Bitcoin's transactions are not big enough to sustain the mining. And with less mining, guess what? Decentralization goes the window, and security goes also out of the window. Compare that to Kaspa, okay? Even the smallest, I don't know if you can mine Kaspa with Raspberry Pi, but you are still going to be getting coins. You're still going to be doing that. And when the mining rewards are over with, Kaspa can scale so bad. 100 blocks per second is coming. Right now at 10 blocks per second, we are doing 160 million transactions in 24 hours. 100 blocks per second is coming, which means even if you put the entire world on Kaspa, we're still going to be able to scale. And the rewards are going to be crazy. I don't care who says what. In every 24 hours, Kaspa is ditching out, okay, rewards worth millions of dollars. So yeah, Kaspa is going to be able to survive even long after the rewards of mining are gone. Something that we cannot say about Bitcoin. You understand? So yeah, they're going to try to disencourage you. They're going to try to tell you anything else. But timing is key in every investment. if you can get into Kaspa today before everybody and their grandmama gets in, you are going to make you an insane amount of money. That's all I can tell you. All right. Anyways, guys, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the prices. Let's see what's been going on in the market. Okay. Now let's see. Let's start with crypto bubbles. Where's crypto bubbles at? And there you go. I told you, money is not going to trickle down. Bitcoin is pumping, right? La voila. Alakazam, ping pang, right? All coins are pumping. Money is not going to trickle down. I told you. I tried to warn you. I tried to tell you. What do you see? See? Anyways, yeah, let's go right quick. Let's start first with the king. King Kaspa, K-A-S. And what do we have? For the past hour, 0.3% down, 5.6% up on the day, 0.4% up on the week, 0.7% up on the month, and 47.1% down on the year. Sitting at the market cap of $2.09 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $77.54 million. Okay, let's go look at QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. We do have for the past hour laying flat. On the day, we are up 3.2%, 0.8% up on the week, 3.4% up on the month, and 53.2% up on the year. Sitting at the market cap of $1.53 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $23.15 million. Now we look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. We have here 0.8% up the last hour, 5.4% up on the day, 8.6% up on the week, 2.9% down on the month, and 31.3% down on the year. Sitting at the market cap of $650 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $29.79 million. Now we go look at Cubic, high risk, high reward. What do we have here? 0.5% down the last hour, 2.9% down on the day, 15.2% up on the week, 10.3% down on the month, and 3% down on the year. Sitting at the market cap of $234.46 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $3.99 million. Okay, now last but not the least, the Jonathan's turtle, the orange guy, Bitcoin. Now we have here 0.1% down the last hour, 1.9% up on the day, 9.6% up on the week, 13.6% up on the month, and 102% up on the year. Sitting at the market cap of $2.50 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $68.11 billion. As you guys can see, Bitcoin on the hourly is having a little correction. Like I've been telling you, money is not going to trickle down. If we go on the hourly, see, Bitcoin goes up, all coins go up. Bitcoins drop, all coins drop. Money is not going to trickle down. That's how simple that is. Okay. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at prices in details and try to look at trading view. Let's see correlation. Dixie going up, 98 points. Okay. Ethereum, Bitcoin also going up. This is something we don't want to see. Like I've always told you guys, we want an inverse correlation, which means we want Dixie to go up and Bitcoin to go down, or Bitcoin go up and Dixie going down, so that we want opposite directions. Okay. Anyways, now let's go look at the charts in details. Yesterday, you guys do remember. No, come on. Let me try to do this again. Need to refresh it. That way it will be nice and clear. Okay, there you go. You guys do remember yesterday I was telling you it is a fake out, because right now what Kaspa tried to do the last time and it failed because it couldn't hold that resistance as support. It couldn't. Now, as you guys can see, the same thing is happening again. Okay, we've gone above the resistance. Now what I'm expecting for it to do is come back, retest this, and go. That's what we're about to see. If it can hold it, or if it cannot, it might come all the way back down again and try. Okay, just like it happened yesterday. So everything is still playing the same. Okay, you can see the ribbon has already turned green and is pointing upwards. Now price has already started to come down. There is also a second scenario in which the ribbon could continue like this, and then price will come, bounce on it, and go. Okay, instead of coming all the way back down to bounce here and go. So those kind of things, that's what I'm watching for. So yeah, those of you on day trading, be careful. Okay, that's the headache that I hate about day trading, because on day trading I would have entered all the way down here and tried to capture this move to see if it's going to come back and do this. But yeah, those are things you have to probably sit in front of your computer for a while, and you guys know I told you I don't like that stress. Okay, now looking at it on the 4 hourly, what do we see? You already know on the 1 hourly, yeah, ribbon has already turned green. Now I've always told you guys, price always get attracted to the moving average. Right now the moving average is sitting around 9 cents. Okay, so I'm expecting this to probably go up there on the moving average, maybe there, get rejected and come back down and keep on going. Or second scenario, it may break above the moving average, use that as support, and up we went. Okay, so those are the scenarios I'm watching right now, because like I said, look at the moving average, it's up there, and then look at the moving ribbon. It hasn't turned green yet, but it is curving upwards. Okay, the way you can see it is as clear as day. If you look at it on the daily, you will see the same thing here. On the daily, it has not even started to curve yet. It goes time frame by time frame. The 1 hour flips first, then the 4 hours flips, and then the daily will flip, and then the weekly will follow. As you guys can see right now, yeah, we have started to go slowly. It's still spraying out, and we're waiting for it to curve, because yeah, once you start to see the moving ribbon start to curve like this one start to curve and squeezes, turn to green, and it goes like that. That means this price will do this, up and gone. So yeah, you just have to be patient and wait for it. Like I said, I would rather sit here and make all this money in 3 to 4 months versus whatever Bitcoin has to give right now. That's me. Okay, I don't know about you. So the price targets for me, they are still the same. Nothing has changed. First, we do have the 12 cents. After that, we do have 15 cents, followed by 18, 19 cents before we start to see all-time high, and then go into price discovery. That's what I think, and that's what I'm waiting for. Okay, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at Quant, the banker's coin, QNT, this one. See, yesterday I was telling you the same thing, right? You can go and watch. I was telling you, ribbon has not turned green yet. Wait for it to turn, because price always gets attracted to moving average. As you guys can see, it went down, got attracted to it, broke, and as you can see the ribbon, look at the ribbon. Yesterday I was telling you, okay, it turns green. Now we are now right in the ribbon. What I'm expecting this to do at some point is try to come back down to retest on the ribbon and go upwards. That's what I'm expecting. Okay, all that depends on whatever that Bitcoin does, because if Bitcoin comes back down to 120, gathered some momentum and take off from there, this thing will keep on running. That's what it will do. But if Bitcoin breaks down, because there was some liquidity back down at $118,000, that could drag the price back down to retest the lows again before getting up again. But the probability of that happening is not that high, because I'm telling you, Bitcoin is looking at $140,000 to $160,000. That's what it is looking for. Now, if you check on the 4 hourly, just like I said, see, Quant has been doing exactly the same thing. Goes up, takes a breather, up, takes a breather, up, takes a breather, and up we are going. You do remember I was telling you, despite the price going down here, what was the ribbon doing? I was telling you, the ribbon still green and is pointing upwards. Do not panic about the price action. You remember? So yeah, right now, as you guys can see, yeah, it bounced and it has started to go upwards again. If you look at it on the daily, it's the same thing. Nothing has changed except for that the ribbon It's still red. It is squeezing. It's about to turn green. It's about to turn green. And once it does, upwards we went, right? Price action is still the same because both Kaspa, Quant, if you go look at the RSI and MACD, they are very bullish at this point. Okay, so right now price is still the same to me. I'm telling you, for me, I think $125 is the first resistance that Quant has to break. After that, 151. After that, 164 before we start hunting for 176. If we are able to close, okay, above 176, we will start looking at $230. And after that, we do have $400, then price discovery. Okay, so sit tight. I'm telling you, once Bitcoin does its thing, everything is going to go up with it. Money is not going to trickle down. As you guys can see, Bitcoin is going, all coins are going with it. Okay, now talking about Bitcoin, let's go look at BTC itself, because like for me, I don't want to look at Jasmine yet, because Jasmine is still has not crossed that 2.3 cents. Okay, it hasn't. Now Bitcoin, this is the funniest one. I had the 29 marked, and I told you guys 3 days before the 29 or 3 days after the 29, you better watch for the price, because it's the make it or break it. Again, because Bitcoin is hunting for that $160,000, right? As you guys can see, we've been on the tear since then. It has been going up. If you look at it on the daily, let's look at it on the daily right quick. See, on the daily right there, the only problem I'm having with Bitcoin on the daily is that price is so much up. We gotta wait. Okay, it is always better for the moving ribbon to move closer to the top of where the price is. Look at how the distance, okay, the distance between the price right now, look at where the moving ribbon is, look at where the price, there is too much distance. It will be okay, it will be very okay if we can have the ribbon move as close as possible to the price. That way, if price comes down, it can bounce on it and keep on going. So but at this low, when it is like this, it still has that risk of it coming all the way back down to try to find the ribbon before bouncing up again. So yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's the only thing that is really disturbing me right now, looking at this price action. Hopefully it could go sideways for a little bit to give a chance to the moving ribbon to catch up and then bounce from there. So for me, I'm telling you, all I'm waiting for is that going to be that $160,000. Okay, now if you notice on my chart, there is a yellow line, November, right? The reason why I put that November there is because we all know the ISO 222 is going live in November. Let's see what will happen to the price of Bitcoin. Let's see, because again, if it goes live and stable coins get pegged to the US treasuries, yeah, that's another that's another one. Okay, so yeah, watch 160,000 will reevaluate the market if it is time to close it or not, time to close shop or not. If it is not, we keep on holding and watching. But I'm telling you, there is a catalyst ahead, ISO 20022. If the market is not closed before then, this is a potential market closing. Okay, but anyways, I think when we hit that 160, we should be able to see something and reevaluate. I don't think we're gonna get to November before hitting $160,000 for Bitcoin. Okay, that's up to you, right? I'm not your financial advisor. You're free to do whatever you want with your money, right? Now, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do that, guys, again, please do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing, because leverage trading is the easiest way for you to lose your money. Trust me. You need to practice. You need to try, keep on trying and error. That's how I learned how to trade. I started trying and errors. Okay, so if you want to try that, down below I do have Bydfi, which I recommend for beginners. They're not going to give you a lot of money, but it's very beginners friendly. Phemex, Margex, and Wix Exchange. Okay, Wix Exchange. Once you get this, once you follow the link and sign up, meet the deposit requirements. You do that, they are going to give you free money. As soon as you get free money, my friend, take $20 out and start to practice. If you can turn $20 into 40, 40 into 80, 80 into 150, then you are ready. If you cannot do it, you are not ready. Trust me, it's better to make those mistakes with little money versus taking all your money to trade and you lose it all. Because then you are going to be one more added to the city, to the list in Rec City. I hope you don't do that. Okay? And now, for those of you who wants to try stocks and ETFs, I also have a link below of Acorn. Acorn is what I'm using to teach my son how to trade stocks and ETFs. Okay, you can use that. Use the link, sign up. They're going to give you $5. It's not enough, but hey, it's a way to get you started, right? Anyways, now let's go look at my positions right quick. First, we start with Bydfi. You guys already know. See, my overall today, as you guys can see, sitting at 11,300 because I am an aggressive trader. I trade at 50x. And you guys can see everything is looking great. I'm not. I told you yesterday I wasn't worried when I saw this position go back to $6,000, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about it. I will show you this account at the end of the bull run and you will see. Okay? So today we're sitting at $11,300 approximately. If you look at my contracts, you see that here, Kaspa, I am still down 71%, which is $5,300. Quant, I am up, I am up 3%, which is $327, okay, approximately. Now we go look at Phemex. Here, I am trading the Japanese Bitcoin Jasmine and King Kaspa. Let's refresh this right quick. We have my overall here sitting at $6,900. Approximately. You guys remember it went down to 5,000, but hey, I'm an aggressive trader. That's why you're looking at it this way. If you look at my contracts, you will see that here on Jasmine I am down 77%, doing way better. It was 89% the other day, so I'm down 77%, which is $8,500. And on Kaspa I am down 18%, which is $799. Okay, you can pause it and you can look at my numbers if that's what you want to do. Last but not the least, we're talking about week's exchange. This account was like $4,100 yesterday, I think. Today I am up $4,700 approximately. See, it is going up. Even if you look at the graph, it's going up. So yeah, looking at my contracts, you will see that here on Quant I am up $1,400 approximately, and on Kaspa I am almost breaking even. I am at $99 down. The same thing. You can pause it and you can look at my numbers if that's what you wish to do. Okay, now we're going to check out Acorn because that's what I said. I'm teaching my son with Acorn, and let's see, look at his investments. Let's see what we got. 278, yeah, $278. That's what he's up to right now. So he's doing pretty good. If you look at his portfolio, you will see, oh come on, what is it? Portfolio right here, and we are up 3.2%. Not bad. Okay, he's doing pretty good. I'm telling you, he's learning it. He's learning how to do this, and the goal is simple. By the time he's 20 years old, he should be at least partially financially free, because I'm pretty sure he's going to keep on investing and doing things the right way, right? Anyways, guys, don't forget, don't let these Bitcoin maxis use you as exit liquidity. You know what you want. I'm not your financial advisor. You can do whatever you wish, okay? But yet, do not let people lead you astray. It's that simple. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? Don't forget to like and comment. I am very interested in knowing what you think about everything we talked about today. And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know what you're going to learn from a stranger, right? You might even have some fun with it. That being said, guys, until I see you in my next one, please take very good care of yourself, okay? Bye-bye.